Host city, Beijing, China. Motto, Together for a Shared Future, Nations, 91, Athletes, 2871, Events, 109 in 7 sports 15 disciplines, Opening, February 4th, Closing, February 20th, Opened by President Xi Jinping. Stadium, Beijing National Stadium. Beijing was selected as host city in July 2015 at the 128th IOC session in Kuala Lumpur. The 2022 Winter Olympics will be the first Winter Olympic Games in China, the second overall Olympics in China, and the last of 3 consecutive Olympics in East Asia after the 2018 Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, South Korea, and the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo, Japan. Beijing will be the first city to have hosted both the Summer and Winter Olympics. 4 existing indoor venues originally constructed for the 2008 Summer Olympics will be used, while the Beijing National Stadium will again host the opening and closing ceremonies. Beijing is the largest city to host the Winter Olympics. The 2022 Games are subject to various concerns and controversies as well as diplomatic boycotts due to the ongoing Uyghur genocide and human rights abuses in China. Like the Summer Olympics held 6 months earlier in Tokyo, the COVID-19 pandemic has resulted in the implementation of health and safety protocols, and restrictions on public attendance at the Games. The design for the Games medals was unveiled on October 26, 2021. The concept is based on traditional Chinese astronomy and astrology, as the Games will be held coinciding with the Chinese New Year festivities. The uniforms for medal presenters at medal ceremonies were unveiled in January 2022. The uniforms have been designed by the Central Academy of Fine Arts and Beijing Institute of Fashion Technology. The torch relay started on October 18, 2021 in Greece. On October 20, 2021, it was announced that the local leg will start on February 2 and end on February 4, 2022 during the opening ceremonies. The local leg will only visit 2 cities, Beijing and Zhangjiakou. Activists staged a protest at the Olympic torch lighting ceremony in Greece. The inclusion and television appearance of Kiev Bottle, a People's Liberation Army commander well known in China for his involvement in the 2020-2021 China-India skirmishes, as one of 1,200 torchbearers, have been controversial, with India launching a diplomatic boycott of the Games as a result. On December 23, 2021, the National Hockey League (NHL) and National Hockey League Players Association (NHLPA) announced that they had agreed to withdraw their players' participation in the Games men's hockey tournament, citing concerns over COVID-19 and the need to make up games that had been postponed due to COVID-19 outbreaks. As part of their latest collective agreement with the NHLPA, the NHL had agreed to accommodate a break for the Olympics and player participation for the first time since 2014. The closing ceremony of the 2022 Winter Olympics will also be held at Beijing National Stadium, also known as the Bird's Nest, on February 20, 2022. As mandated by the Olympic Charter, the proceedings combine the formal ceremonial closing of the Games, including closing speeches, and the Antwerp ceremony, when are hoisted of the flags of Greece, spiritual home of the Games, China current host nation and Italy next host nation, the parade of athletes and the handover of the Olympic flag. A segment will showcase the culture and history of the next host cities, as the 2026 Winter Olympics are scheduled to Milan and Cortina d'Ampezzo. The emblem for the 2022 Winter Olympics, Winter Dream, was unveiled on December 15, 2017 at the Beijing National Aquatic Center. Designed by Lin Kunzhen, who previously designed the emblem of the 2014 Summer Youth Olympics in Nanjing, the emblem is a stylized rendition of the Chinese character for winter, as a multicolored ribbon, reflecting upon the landscapes of the host region. The beginning of the ribbon symbolizes an ice skater, while the end of the ribbon symbolizes a skier. The emblem carries a blue, red, and yellow color scheme. The latter 2 colors represent both the flag of China, and passion, youth, and vitality. Bingdmandman is the mascot of the 2022 Winter Olympics. Bingdmandman was chosen from thousands of Chinese designs in 35 countries worldwide. Bing means ice in Chinese, and is meant to suggest purity and strength. Dmandman is meant to suggest robust, lively, and also children. Bingdmandman's astronaut-like clothes imply that the Winter Olympics embraces new technologies and create possibilities. The game's official slogan, "Together for a Shared Future," was announced on September 17, 2021. Organizers stated that the slogan was intended to reflect the power of the Games to overcome global challenges as a community. A diplomatic boycott indicates that no dignitaries will officially represent the respective nation's government at the Olympic Games. Athletes from the nations can still participate unless that nation has implemented a full boycott. An estimated 49 million gallons of water is expected to be used to create snow at the various venues. Pyeongchang, South Korea, which held the previous Winter Olympics, also had a cold but similarly arid climate that required vast quantities of artificial snow. Professor Carmen de Jong, a geographer at the University of Strasbourg, argued that these would be the most unsustainable Winter Olympics in history. The IOC stated that a series of water-conserving and recycling designs have been put into place to optimize water usage for snowmaking, human consumption, and other purposes. According to Nicholas Iftimedes, the Chinese government would implement surveillance to ensure safety during the Games, to control the spread of COVID-19, as well as for political interests. Mentioning the My 2022 app once, Canadian cybersecurity research group Citizen Lab warned that the My 2022 app has security vulnerabilities that leave users exposed to data breaches, and that it may be subject to Chinese internet censorship policies. Some Olympic committees have recommended that attendees use burner phones and create email accounts for their time in China, while leaving personal smartphones and laptops at home.